Manchester United are considering signing Tottenham Hotspur defender Micky van der Ven this summer, according to The Athletic. Man United want to strengthen at the back ahead of their return to Europe next season, and after watching Matthijs de Ligt and Lisandro Martinez struggle with injuries this season. The Red Devils want a left-footed defender, and have identified Van der Ven as a key target. The Netherlands international is likely to leave Spurs even if they end up surviving relegation at the end of the season. Van der Ven will be perfect for Man United, but the Old Trafford club will still need to raise funds through sales, and Manuel Ugarte is being considered. The Red Devils co-owner Jim Ratcliffe is of the view that the 25-year-old Uruguayan should be sold. Ugarte started in the defeat against Leeds United last Monday, with Kobbie Mainoo injured, and Ratcliffe would not have been impressed with his performances while watching from the Old Trafford director's box. He joined the Red Devils in a £50.5 million deal from Paris Saint-Germain in 2024, but has largely struggled, and is set to be made available for transfer. He joined the Red Devils in a £50.5 million deal from Paris Saint-Germain in 2024, but has largely struggled, and is set to be made available for transfer. Ugarte will not be the only player at Man United this summer, and the next permanent manager will be desperate to make necessary squad changes to boost their chances of challenging for the Premier League title going forward. Michael Carrick is the favourite to land the job after impressing since his short-term appointment, and he already has an idea of which players he wants in and out. Man United want to strengthen in midfield and defence in a bid to bolster their squad depth, but they could also do with a quality finisher in the final third. Benjamin Sesko has been a decent addition, but the Red Devils need more goals from their number 9 if they want to start winning major trophies again, and adding a capable and versatile forward to their attacking ranks could come in handy. Since they've performed so poorly this season, the Anfield outfit will clearly need to make changes to try and improve things next term. This could mean that several members of Arne Slot's first-team squad are shipped out to make room for some new arrivals. And, since the Reds will need to raise some funds after their £450 million spend this term, it's likely that some Liverpool fans won't be happy with the players who are moved on. However, if Slot and Richard Hughes manage to sign players who are even better than those that they sell, the club could be good enough to start challenging for trophies and titles once again, which, for a team of Liverpool's quality and stature, is exactly what they need to be doing. Micky van der Ven is ready to leave Tottenham. Liverpool's defence has been one of their main areas to have let them down this season. Even though Virgil van Dijk has tried his best to keep his team in line, poor performances from those around him have been the only consistent thing about the Reds' defence this term. Ibrahima Konate, Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong all have questions to answer next term, with the trio all looking to prove their worth to the Reds fanbase. With these poor performances in mind, Liverpool have been linked with several new defenders this season, and now, as per an update from 442, Micky van der Ven could be coming to Anfield after the recent decision he's made about his future. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium has been something of a managerial revolving door over the past 12 months, they wrote. Spurs parted company with Ange Postecoglou following the team's 17th place finish and Europa League victory last term, appointing Thomas Frank as his replacement. However, the Dane lasted only 6 months in the role, replaced by Tudor, whose stint was even shorter. Regardless of how Tottenham's season ends, whether it be in survival or relegation, it is expected more of the same will occur with the playing squad. Regardless of how Tottenham's season ends, whether it be in survival or relegation, it is expected more of the same will occur with the playing squad. Club captain and Argentine international Christian Romero has been linked with a move to Spain's top flight. Meanwhile, fellow central defender Micky van der Ven is also purported to be on his way. 442 understands the Dutch centre-back has begun tidying up his off-field affairs in London, signalling that his future lies elsewhere. Tottenham Hotspur currently find themselves in the midst of a morale-sapping Premier League relegation battle. The North London club are without a league win since December, and are the last remaining Premier League side to taste victory in 2026. Despite the appointment of Roberto De Zerbi as the team's new head coach, Spurs have lost to Sunderland and drawn against Brighton and Hove Albion. Now 2 points adrift of safety, with 5 matches to go, Micky van der Ven prepares to leave Spurs. Previous head coach Igor Tudor lasted only a matter of games, presiding over one of the shortest managerial tenures in English top-flight history. In what proved a microcosm of Spurs' season, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium has been something of a managerial revolving door over the past 12 months. Spurs parted company with Ange Postecoglou following the team's 17th place finish and Europa League victory last term, appointing Thomas Frank as his replacement. Tottenham Hotspur Hospitality offers a diverse range of premium experiences, from vibrant social lounges to private boxes. Packages include premium padded seating in prime locations, exclusive lounge access pre- and post-match, gourmet dining, and a complimentary drinks package. Guests may also enjoy live entertainment and Spurs legend appearances, view deal. However, the Dane lasted only 6 months in the role, replaced by Tudor, whose stint was even shorter. Regardless of how Tottenham's season ends, whether it be in survival or relegation, it is expected more of the same will occur with the playing squad. Club captain and Argentine international Christian Romero has been linked with a move to Spain's top flight. Meanwhile, fellow central defender Micky van der Ven is also purported to be on his way. 442 understands the Dutch centre-back has begun tidying up his off-field affairs in London, signalling that his future lies elsewhere. Van der Ven has described rumours suggesting the Spurs dressing room don't care is nonsense, reaffirming his belief that the squad is committed to helping Tottenham remain in the Premier League. The other day, when we read that one guy told the rest of the team that he doesn't care because he's leaving anyway. It's just made up. And the fans will believe it. It's just frustrating for us guys, Van der Ven said in a recent interview. However, developments in the player's personal life indicate there is an expectation he will no longer be plying his trade at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium beyond July. Van der Ven is represented by one of the most powerful agencies in world football, Team Raiola, founded by the late super agent Mino Raiola, and is one of the organization's premium clients. He has been linked with moves to Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Liverpool among others, but remains contracted to Spurs until 2029. Given he has 3 years left to run on his current deal, Spurs are likely to command a significant fee if Van der Ven is sold in the summer and the club remain a Premier League entity. In the event of relegation, though, Van der Ven's price tag may plummet and is heavily dependent on Spurs' negotiating power. There is also the possibility a move for the Dutchman would be more appealing to interested clubs in this scenario, as they could take the player on a try-before-you-buy loan deal, covering his Spurs wages whilst the club cut costs in the Championship.